Magical Miss has gone forward for the Group 2 Turnbull Stakes. Who will be headed towards a Caulfield Cup and who will be headed towards a Cox Plate? Perhaps both races. We'll find out after this race is run and won. Here's Greg Miles.
Maguire about to come in. Sky Height's another that's away. He won this race in 1999 before his Caulfield Cup win. He's coming up now. Sky Height's going into the line. Leicester Thunderwing completing it. So this most important spring stepping stone is about to unfold before us. Northerly the favourite on the inside. Racing, and he's jumped brilliantly, Northerly, on the inside with Like a Gov, and Dash for Cash has ridden up in the early stages. Coming across, Magical Miss from her wide draw too. She's driving forward. Like a Gov finds the lead as they go by the 1800. Magical Miss to second. Northerly pocketed third with Dash for Cash over racing on his outside. About a length and a half to Maguire, and they're followed by Henderson Bay wide around Don Eduardo, one Helene Vitality. Being followed then by Leicester Thunderwing, a length and a half further back, Pentastic, Sky Heights, Rain Gauge, and they're followed by 60 seconds and a length and a half to Fields of Omar last of all. Like a Gov shot clear at the 1400, led by 3. Northerly in second placing. Magical Miss just wants to over race a bit third now as the pace has slackened off, and they're followed then by getting through Dash for Cash between horses and Maguire along the inside. Back behind them a length further back is Don Eduardo, 1.5 Henderson Bay, then Helene Vitality over on the rails as they head towards the 1,000-metre mark. Another one over on the outside of that is obscured at the moment as they go by that 1,000-metre point. They were followed by Sky Heights, and back behind them Pentastic, and then 60 seconds and Rain Gauge, and last of all is Fields of Omar. Leicester Thunderwing was the one midfield by the 800 metres, and Like a Gov led by 2. Northerly stalks him, a length and a half. Maguire Dash for Cash. Don Eduardo over on the inside from Henderson Bay, and then Magical Miss. Next in the field as they come to the corner, then Helene Vitality, Leicester Thunderwing, Sky Heights, Rain Gauge, Pentastic, and then 60 seconds, and Fields of Omar is still last. Into the straight now, and the West Australian, the Fighting Tiger, hit the lead. Northerly, he's gone for home. Don Eduardo's coming with a rails run, wider out Maguire. Here comes Magical Miss with a run, and then Helene Vitality. Northerly to leader at the 200. He leads by about a length here to Dash for Cash. Don Eduardo can't go on. Magical Miss is coming, and here's Fields of Omar sweeping down the outside. Northerly the leader from Dash for Cash. Fields of Omar. Northerly in front. Northerly holding on. You're a champion. Northerly beat Dash for Cash. Photo third, Fields of Omar, Helene Vitality and Pentastic. And they were followed then by Magical Miss. Back behind these horses, Don Eduardo, Maguire, Rain Gauge, Leicester Thunderwing, Sky Heights, Like a Gov. And back behind him is Henderson Bay, and 60 seconds is last. Northerly's won again. Completing a treble, last completed by Tobin Bronze in 1966. Northerly has won at number 1, taking out the Craigley Underwood and the Turnbull Stakes in a row. We're privileged to witness one of the greats. Dash for Cash has run a monster race in second placing. He clung to the Great West Australian for the entire straight. He ran his heart out in second, and Fields of Omar, coming from last, has snatched a third position. 1:8 and 6 in the time of 2:3. But the honours completely with Northerly. He's won again, taking the lead at the home turn and defying them to run him down.
He's just an amazing horse, Northerly, isn't he? 1:8 and 6. Andrew Bensley.
Thanks very much. Yeah, down here with Fred. Another satisfying effort.
Yeah, a real gutsy win again, and had my worries in the straight. They seemed to be coming at him, and he didn't have a great margin, but he prevailed in the end.
He kept fighting. He's really found it, hasn't he?
He's a great racehorse. Yeah. You know, it's all I can say about him. He may lack some of the high speed of other good horses, but his fighting spirit is just not to be denied.
Greg Childs got him off the rails there, probably at a vital stage. He wanted to get off and get that clear running.
A little worry early. There was, I think, tactics there to crowd him and bring him undone. Although I must say there was a very solid pace, it looked to me, throughout. And as the race panned out, there was opportunities along the way. I only asked Greg to keep him out of trouble if he could early in the race, and he did that to perfection. And he's maintained his unbeaten record, so he's got a good rapport with the horse.
in such a fighting mood that he is at the minute. The thoughts of Caulfield Cup backing up into the Cox Plate, does that confirm it today?
I think it does confirm it, but what I've seen today, he doesn't have a margin that the weights of the Caulfield Cup would suggest he will need. The lighter weighted horses will come into the race. You know, this today he had to beat him a lot easier than this to be a good thing in the Caulfield Cup.
So he runs in the Caulfield Cup?
That is my intention at the moment, but the horse will come first. If I'm not happy with him, he won't. But the intentions are, if he pulls up well, that he'll go under the cup.
So you're not put off by the weight. That was really where I was heading. 58, the others, you know, with Magical Miss and the such will go down a little bit.
Magical Miss will get a lot of benefit from it, and most of the other runners, I would say, will certainly benefit far greater than Northerly. But look, you've got to be in it to win it, and we'll be there.
All right, good luck.
Thank you.
Thanks, Fred. Fred Kersley joining us there. Brendan, I'll tell you something. We're standing up in the middle of the grandstand. A terrific crowd in for the Turnbull Stakes, and I think they're about to give the mighty horse from WA a big roar.
Richard, when you heard that interview with Fred, he almost intimated that the horse had to do more to warrant a start in the Caulfield Cup.
Yeah, I don't know why.
He's a very clever man with his words.
He is, and he'll keep everyone confused for as long as possible. I'm not sure why he wants to attempt the Caulfield Cup when the Cox Plate looks at the horse's mercy, and it would be very difficult to run in both. Look, my leaning will be, I think Fred will go to the Cox Plate. I don't think he'll go to the Caulfield Cup, but hey, he's a great horse, but he knows that horse better than anyone will ever know him. And what a horse he is. He just will not lie down. He's an absolute prize fighter.